Mason?
That's what's up.
Yes. How does it feel to
Only
be on
took
for
like
the
a half
first
an hour to
time?
figure out.
Like, after officially being part of the show? Is it different?
What's that?
How does it feel to be on as an official part of the show? Does it feel different?
I feel like I have a lot more money now, even though that's not true.
I make no money, so no, you don't either. You don't get paid.
I spent a stupid amount of money this week, and like I'm just like, I bought a lot of things, and I was like, ooh, maybe I bought too much.
First you bought, it's like, yo, I bought a PS4. You're debating between two different types of expensive shoes, and then the next day you have shoes, and I'm just like, what you doing, Mason?
Well, I had to rep my boy Paul George and get his shoes, and then I had to get a PlayStation, and then I bought a cab to my amp too, but that was necessary. I actually needed that, and I'll never find it that cheap again. But so I don't know. Yeah, I made a lot of weird purchases this week.
I saw people yelling at you in the comment section like a few weeks ago because of your guitar amp, and people were yelling at you and basically disowning you on Facebook.
It's all guitar talk. I don't give a shit what they say.
Dude, I have a guitar. I can't play it, and I feel like really fake guitar player because I have no clue what you're talking about when you start talking about amps.
Essentially, okay, so there's three types of amps essentially. There's solid state, which are like your cheaper end ones. There's your tube amps, which the way they work are they're powered by little tubes. Like, you ever see like an old style radio with tubes?
I think.
Yeah. So it's ran the same way, and the tubes kind of define the sound and the power of the amp. So those are really expensive. And then there's these things called modeling, or like processors. And like essentially what I did is I had a tube amp, but it was a little too gnarly, so I couldn't get a nice clean guitar tone. And you know, half our music is clean guitar. So I bought this processor, and it pretty much emulates the sound of all these amps effects that I like. So like, but it's not your purest. I mean, technically, it does not sound anywhere nice as a tube amp, but I needed it, so I don't give a shit what anyone says.
Yeah. Okay, so recently I saw something, and I think me and Mason have, like, restarted, I don't think it's, like, a trend. We have, like, got this conspiracy theory going again. Well, remember when you were last on my show, not with your entire band, but, like, back in February? You know exactly what I'm about to bring up, don't you?
Yeah.
I warned you about this before, and I refused to tell him, like, hey, Mason, I'm going to bring up something that you're going to get really mad at me for. And he was like, what? And I'm like, I'm not telling you. You'll find out when I started recording.
Just keep it going. Keep it going.
Yeah, so, like, last time he was on here on his own, we were discussing the Avril Lavigne conspiracy theory, and it has, like the past, like, what, maybe month before, it has come back up.
It's blown up. It's, like, blown up. I don't, like, understand why it got so popular again for, like, a week.
We did it!
I just... my God. I just... Conspiracy theories just give me a headache, man, because it's just, like, half of them are so stupid, and almost all of them are always, somebody died and was replaced by a doppelganger. You know, Paul McCartney, Tupac, Avril Lavigne. Like, come on.
Avril Lavigne and Tupac are the ones I see the most.
Tupac. Alright, let's start these exact questions. Cookies or cake?
Depends on what kind. If it's ice cream cake, then ice cream cake.
In general, though.
Probably cake.
I'm gonna say cookies because, like, I respect your answer, but I'm gonna say cookies because, like, you can have a couple different kinds and you don't have to, like, absolutely gorge. Like, I can have like 10 different types of cookies, but I can't have 10 different types of cakes. You know what I mean?
True.
Plus, I'm a big fan of Oreos. All right. Computer games or video games? I thought they were the same thing. I think it means, like
PS3 and Xbox, I'm assuming, is video games. So video games, yes. Little Big
Yeah,
Planet and Mortal Kombat.
Oh my God, dude, Mortal Kombat for the Sega Genesis, like Mortal Kombat 2 was like my thing when I was a little kid. All right.
I
Pancakes
have
or
it for
waffles?
PS2
Really?
and
That's awesome.
PS3.
Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles!
Yeah,
If you didn't
waffles.
know the answer to that, I swear.
I like waffles because you can put the syrup in the little holes, you know?
Waffle
Keeps
House
it
is
in
my
there.
place.
Ooh, Waffle House is good. Waffle House is. I saw this one meme where it's like, if you go to a Waffle House and the cook is outside smoking, and you is outside smoking a cigarette, and go in and your waitress greets you like what the fuck you want, like you know your food's about to be bomb. That's so true though, because like the Waffle House by us, it's in Girard, and like, or there's one in Niles. Well, oh wait, fuck. You're not from here, you'll know what I'm talking about. But like,
I have a
they're
basic
both just
idea.
so sleazy, and I love them so much. Like it's a horrible place, and I love it.
Yeah, the Waffle House
Hot
by
chocolate.
us, like, for a while, they knew us by name, and it was kind of, like, because you're
All
there that
right.
often, now they recognize our faces. They're like, because they don't remember our names, because they're not theirs, they're like, hey! Or like, hey! Because me and my
Uh-huh.
dad were there all the time. It was a problem. Still is a problem. Now it's Taco Bell. I go there, because on the way to I go to my classes, like, every weekend. So, like, I always stop at Taco Bell for breakfast, and because I'm lame.
I love Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is good in
I,
general.
I I don't really eat fast food anymore, but the one I will never stop eating is Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell.
That is good.
I might go get Taco Bell now after this. All right. Hot chocolate or coffee?
Hot chocolate. I'm not a coffee person.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna say hot chocolate. I like hot chocolate. Morning or evening?
night.
You see, I'm definitely not a morning person, but I like getting up early in the morning because then I feel like I have a long day, you know?
Yeah. I can't do that.
Uh,
I have to get up early tomorrow.
no, I know it's really hard for me too, but like when I do, I always like doing it so much. Library or museums?
That's a good question. I don't know. Probably library.
I, I like library. I like to read.
That is one thing I did not know.
Yeah, I'm smart. I read. Summer, winter.
Winter.
Oh God, summer. I live in Ohio. Dude. Ohio winter is hell on earth. You just, especially because we have so many potholes. I
I don't
can't
know.
do winter.
I have like different reasons. Like I like summer, but the main thing is for me is being hot. Like I don't mind it, but in summer it's impossible to cool down. At least in winter, it's possible to warm up, and I'm one of those people that just likes curling under big blankets. So
No, I get you. I
I do it in
respect
summer
that.
too. So it's kind of a problem. I even have
Movie
my
and
fan on now.
hmm
So I was
what?
noting something. I'm like, actually, I have my fan on right now, and it's not even that hot.
Movie in a theater or movie at home?
Probably theater. I can
I like
concentrate
theater
more.
because I like theater because if I watch it at home, I'm just gonna be on my phone the entire time.
Exactly.
So like if I watch it in a theater, I'm gonna actually watch it, and it's the big sound and the big screen. So
And the
I mean,
popcorn's better.
that's right. You can never like figure out how to make popcorn at home like they do. Probably because they have that butter machine thing, but like it's so good.
The
All right,
the popcorn by us now. The movie theater
book.
by us, one of the ones by us, because there's a few. It has these chairs, these really comfy chairs, and they recline, and they're just so awesome.
They
They're,
recline. That's so cool.
I know.
All right, book or movie?
Book. I haven't been reading much lately, but usually the book.
I'm more of a visual person, so I like movies, but I do like to read a lot. But like when I read books, I have to be like absolutely enthralled by it, or else like I can't watch it. You know, like I have to be captivated, or no, I can't watch it. I can't read it. I have to be absolutely captivated, or I get bored.
Yeah, depends. I haven't
Cho
read much lately. It's mainly been movies, but
chocolate or vanilla?
chocolate all the way.
No, vanilla. Vanilla. Wrong.
Wrong. You're wrong. Your
No,
opinion
it's
is
not.
wrong.
I had blueberry cheesecake ice cream the other day. Damn, that was good. That was really good. All right, Coke or Pepsi?
Easy. it. Wait.
I
There we
told
go.
you there we go. I tell everyone this. Coke, uh, Coke goes good with tacos, and Pepsi goes good with pizza.
A while back, so if anyone didn't hear, I did an interview with his band like a few weeks ago, and that exact question came up, and like a few days after, I just casually sent him a Snapchat of a Pepsi just to get on his nerves. I did it to Kennedy too, and there's a whole conversation about it. And I thought they were both going to murder me, but they didn't, so it's all good.
Hey, give me 1 second. I'm reading some real quick.
God, okay. Fine! I'm in a weird mood. I apologize. I have a good question. It's gonna make him laugh.
All right, what's up?
Okay, I have a question. Whose shirt
What's
is
up?
better? Mine or yours? The answer's mine.
Mine.
No.
Mine is much better.
No,
That's not us anymore. I don't approve of it.
I don't have your other ones yet. But it has, you guys signed it on the back. For anyone that doesn't
Oh,
know this.
that's the one we signed?
Yeah, look. See?
Oh, hey, shit. I forgot about that.
It's on my TV too. You can't see very well because of the camera.
Yeah. That's awesome, though.
Yeah,
forgot we did that.
a while back, for anyone that doesn't know, Mason, I'm pretty sure is the one that does all this stuff for merch, right?
Yeah, I send merch out all the time. If your merch order is late, I'm sorry. I have a busy life.
Yeah, so, I always, like, leave notes when I order stuff from them. And I ordered this shirt, and I'm like, hey, it would be awesome if you could sign it. And then sure enough, I get a CD, and I get this shirt in the mail, signed, and I, like, put a whole post about it on Facebook, because I was so freaking excited.
We are so nice, you know?
Yes.
That's the few times we will ever be nice. Alright, well, let me get back to these. Okay, rain or snow? Rain. I have a sun porch now, so, like, it's so nice to go outside and watch the storm.
I have a big window thing downstairs. I know, the
Mhm.
random movement.
Like one of those, like giant rectangular windows?
Yeah, my cats like it because they can just lay in it.
Aw.
I got new cats.
I used to have cats, but not anymore. Because my grandma lives here and she's allegedly allergic to everything. Hamburgers or hot dogs?
Hamburgers.
I'm more of a hot dog person. You ever have a hot dog with a pretzel bun? Oh, it's so good. If you like soft pretzels, you'd love it. Boat or plane? I say boats. Boats are cool.
Honestly, I've only been on a boat like a few times, and so
I've never been on a plane, so I'm gonna say boat.
One time I went canoeing, and it was with this jerk from my class, and he tipped the boat. It was October!
Jeez. Oh, that must have sucked. That must have been so cold. T-shirts or sweaters?
Sweaters meaning sweaters or sweatshirts? Gotta elaborate.
Sweatshirts.
Probably, I don't know, it might still be t-shirts. Only because there's more band merch in t-shirts than there is in sweatshirts.
There is. Well, you know what? Sweatshirts are really expensive to print.
Exactly.
Dude, we want to print like all these different merch things, but like it is so expensive to like print some of these, and like we know we're gonna make our money back. It's just we have to get the money in the first place, because like we just spend so much money to go do our record. Like we're really running low, but like we've been talking about doing a couple different things, and if we do at least one of them, I'll be very happy about it.
Is that what you were? Is that why you
I'm
put that
also
post on
I'm
Facebook?
also looking. What's that?
Is that why you put that post up on Facebook earlier about merch?
Yeah, because I'm just trying to figure out what to do about it, but um, I'm actually trying to figure out one thing cool for merch that I haven't told anybody in my band about, but
Do I get to know
I'll
about
find
it?
out once. What?
Do I get to know about it after we record?
After we record, yeah. All right. Superman or Batman?
I'm not really a big fan of either. Wolverine! Iron Man!
Oh yeah, I love me some X-Men. Um, Batman or Spider-Man? Spider-Man's my favorite
Spider-Man.
superhero.
I feel like that question could start wars.
Um, Google or Bing? Which one do you use?
That is an awful question, but Google. Does
Yeah,
anybody
Google. I don't
use
know.
Bing? Bing tries to come up with these cool home screens like that frog thing, but nobody uses it. Poor Bing.
They try. I'm gonna give them credit. They really try.
They
But
do.
like, I'm just comfortable using Google, even if Bing's better. But I don't know. Burgers or tacos? Tacos. You know me, tacos.
Oh, I guess I love burgers because I eat burritos more than I eat tacos, and yeah, and I usually
Love
don't.
me some burritos.
Yeah.
I love me some burritos. I like anything with rice. I love rice.
Taco
Okay.
Bell's 5-layer burrito.
Pandas or whales?
Pandas.
I said pandas. Yeah. Ketchup or mustard? Mustard.
Ketchup. I use ketchup more. Unless it's on hot dogs, then it's mustard.
Mm-hmm. Puzzles or board games? Board games. I
Board games.
do not like puzzles. I love me some board games. Bagels or toast? I like bagels from Panera, like the cinnamon bagels. They're so good.
I've never had Panera.
It's really expensive. It's a little too expensive actually. But like if you really like soup, it's really good. Like they have broccoli cheddar soup there, and it's really good. I always get it with like a little baguette. A baguette's like a really not very good piece of bread, but it tastes really good when you like dip it in soup.
I saw
Uh,
I saw
what?
paparazzi pictures of you yesterday, Mason. It
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
there, it was
yeah,
at Chipotle.
yeah. He caught me walking out of Chipotle.
This
He's gonna.
guy, I was gonna point it out, but I decided not to in the Facebook comments. This guy was just staring so intensely at you and Mike, and I was dying. Did you see
I knew who
that?
that kid was actually.
Who was that?
I'm not gonna say his name, but I went to school with him.
He was like,
Um,
dang, I wish I was them. They're so cool.
I don't think he's thinking that, but we'll say that, sure. Steak or chicken?
Steak.
Steak, yeah, for sure. I eat chicken a lot more, but I love steak way more.
Like, how often do you get the chance to eat steak? Like, come on.
Honestly, like once a month. I never get the chance to eat it.
Mine's probably even rare. More rare. I can't say rarer.
Medium rare. I love it medium rare.
I think I get mine well done.
There's this thing by us called Pittsburgh Rare, where it's you put it on the grill just enough time to brown all the sides and then take it off immediately. It's like as rare as you can get without giving yourself like salmonella. And like if you love a bloody steak, it's really good. But like it's just a little too bloody for me because it's just still kind of cold at that point.
Yeah.
Alright. Breakfast or dinner?
Dinner.
Dinner. TV shows or movies? TV shows.
TV shows.
Facebook or Twitter?
It depends. I think I'm gonna go with Twitter though.
I'm gonna go with Twitter because I find some good memes there, but like I tell you, if I wasn't in a band, I would delete both of them because I just cannot stand the negativity like that I just see every day. Like I I I sometimes I just want to tell everybody to shut the hell up, but like I can't. I
You
have to
used to,
control
and it was
myself.
funny. I miss those. Guys, Mason, like, if no one's friends with Mason on Facebook, Friend him. It is the best thing you can possibly do. He used to go, like, around the time I first met him, like, which was almost a year ago. I never actually met him because Mason hates me and refuses to come visit me, but that's besides the point. He used to go on these long rants on Facebook about the
About
most
everything.
random things, and it was scary, because, like, pissing Mason off is scary. I've actually found out who's worse to piss off than Mason, but that's a whole nother story.
Wait, who's worse than what?
Who's worse to piss off than you, I have learned. But,
No.
yeah, it's bad. I'll tell you that later.
Why my Twitter name's Ohio Mad Boy? It's the only emotion I ever feel. No, if you gotta follow me on anything, it's on Twitter because that's where you find the deepest, like, crypts of my imagination.
And you get to hear PacSun stories. You never post them on Facebook, you post them on Twitter, and they make my day.
Oh, fuck PacSun.
You hate working there, yet you do it anyways.
I like working there. It's just like I hate working in the mall I work in because like I've worked in other malls like gone and filled in at other PacSuns and like most other malls are like you get a little less of a riffraff crowd and like by riffraff I mean like the mall I work at is like the epicenter of white trash. So like I always have some kind of customer confrontation and I just cannot stand it. But
Like the 50-year-old lady and her 20-year-old boyfriend.
don't even get me started. Not even get me started. I hate those people. They're never allowed back in my store again.
How do you know they were
But,
dating? That's what I want to know.
no, I could tell they were like real close with each other, but like I don't hate my job. I just hate the mall I work in. Like when I worked there's this place called the Eastwood Mall, a little farther from us. It like super nice, and the mall's nicer. I noticed that like if you're in a nicer mall, you get less white trash. But I don't know. I don't like the mall I work in. But yeah, my job's alright, I guess.
I like PacSun, but the only thing I will buy from there is Vans. Like, that's where I used to get all my Vans from. I could never find any unique Vans in the Van store, yet in PacSun, I could always find, like, these really cool designed Vans, and they were always
Oh yeah,
on sale.
we get the low tops with the little like patterns on them.
They're so cool. And they're almost always on sale, so I usually go there. But I got my last pair, actually, so I don't know if it was Journeys or the Van store. I think it was the Van store. Pricey.
Mhm.
You have any more questions? Or are we out of this or that question?
Let me go through the good ones. Pasta or pizza?
Pizza.
Pizza, yeah, for sure. What's your favorite place to get pizza at? Say like a local place and then say a chain. My favorite chain is Domino's, and then my favorite local place is this place called Italian Village.
It's not local. It's kind of a chain, but at the same time, it's not. It's in Delaware. It's called Grotto's. There's a few different Grotto's around Delaware, but there's none around here, and I think it's only in Delaware, so it's kind of local.
Okay.
I'm lame. That wrecks it. I'm trying to think what my favorite chain is. It depends. I mean, I like Pizza Hut, but the Pizza Hut near us is it scares me. It gives off a very bar-type vibe. The area is really sketchy. But I like Domino's more, and it's right up the street from Pizza Hut.
I love
but
Domino's.
It's not sketchy. So,
you know what's funny? We didn't have a Domino's in Youngstown for, I want to say 15 years. Like, we had one, and then it closed down when I was a little kid. And then the only one was in Warren, which is about like a 45-minute drive. Warren is actually where Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters is from. He was born a half an hour away from me. But, ironic, right? Because I'm a rock star. But, I shouldn't be flashing my student ID. But,
don't worry.
Yeah, someone's gonna steal my student ID. But, oh wait, you guys see the my picture on the student ID? Oh my god, it's gold.
When was that taken?
2014.
That doesn't look anything like you.
Yeah. I don't know. I looked cracked up that day.
May I make a comment about the picture?
Yeah, sure.
You look like one of the kids that was in the Sum 41 Fat Lip music video.
Oh my god, yeah. God, I was
I'm
pale
sorry
back
that
then.
you do. Don't take offense to that, because the people
No,
in
it's
that video
okay.
are awesome. Dude, Sum 41 is amazing live. I can't believe
I've
that.
never seen them live, but I like them. They're one of my favorite bands.
They played Warped last year, and I was in the very front row. I was so happy.
Are you going this year?
Yes, I haven't bought my tickets yet. I wanted to
Yeah.
get them at Journeys, but of course they don't sell them for the date I'm going to at any of the Journeys near me. I'm like, you're kidding. They sell them
We
all
always
for the
we always
Camden
buy
one.
ours. We always buy ours the morning of. Last year, me and Mike, or no, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, me and Mike bought them literally the morning of.
Did you buy it at the venue?
No, we bought them off the computer the morning of and went to somebody else's house to print them out
Why am I not surprised?
because I don't have a printer. So like, I forget whose house we went to, but yeah, we went to somebody's house to print them out. But yeah, no, yeah, there's a really good lineup for like what I like this year because there's a lot of hardcore bands
So many
and
people were
like
complaining about it. I'm like, why are you complaining? This lineup's epic.
I don't know. You know what? Everyone's always gonna have something to complain about. You know, there's the people that like, want everything from 10 years ago, which I mean, I do too, because I'm 21 and the lineup caters to what kids like now, like people between like 14 and 17. And like obviously I liked what was on the lineup more when I was between 14 and 17, but like I still like the bands that are on now. But like everyone's always gonna fucking complain about something. It's either too heavy or it's not heavy or too poppy. Everyone just shut the fuck up. If you don't like it, don't go.
I felt like this year's lineup was directed at a lot more of audience. Like, I'm just like going with like the lineup, like age range you're saying, for like your age and up, because you aren't putting yourself in that
No,
range.
yeah, there's a lot of heavy bands this year. There's a lot of
Yeah, a
heavy
lot of
bands
bands
here.
that you grew up like with, and then a whole bunch like, and throw in there a whole bunch of newer bands for whatever reason people don't
Yeah,
like.
I think they have a great mix this year.
Yeah.
One thing that people don't really, I think everyone takes for granted is everyone takes Warped Tour for granted because Warped Tour is the single most important thing that's happened to rock music in the past 10 years.
Oh yeah.
If you think so, you're wrong. I mean, if you think it's not, you're wrong because I think of it this way. Ever since, and I may have this whole timeline wrong, but this is just what I've seen in my life. So like I remember back when like you could still hear rock songs like on the radio, like Fall Out Boy or like something like or the All American Rejects, like when that would be on like mainstream radio and everything, say like 2005, and then like piracy became such a huge thing, and it was before Spotify and everything, so everyone just downloaded the music illegally. And the chain effect from that was, all these record labels aren't putting, because like if you're gonna get a band on the radio or something, there's no such thing as a big break or anything like that. It's do you have the label that in the case of mainstream radio, rock radio, that's a kind of a different formula. But like in the case of mainstream radio, it's just like how much money is your label going to spend to promote you? So they don't, with piracy going on and these labels losing all their money, they don't want to invest money into rock bands that are, a 50-50 shoot because you never know if anything they do is going to be a hit or not because, it's usually rock bands have a team of writers. So, so instead all this money is being invested in all these pop acts and, rappers and everything, and just people have become so desensitized, or not desensitized, people have become so sensitized to rock music because like nobody's heard it on the radio in so long. So you ever notice like anybody that doesn't listen to rock music, if they hear something like we like, even if it's not hardcore music or even if it doesn't have screaming, like it's immediately a screamo, you know what I
I
mean?
know. Yeah.
So like and there's no major outlets to hear, especially because for one, stuff like 3 Days Grace and Breaking Benjamin and Shinedown, I mean, may have been big 10 years ago, but it's not big now anymore. But I like what I call it, butt rock, is not big anymore. And I mean, don't get me wrong, metalcore and hardcore was way bigger 4 years ago, but like it's still, the whole scene music thing is still, big. I mean, Warped Tour is fucking built on it now.
Yeah.
And you weren't going to hear that music anywhere else on any other big platform other than Warped Tour. And Warped Tour has given the platform for, I mean, look at a band like A Day to Remember. I remember in 2008 or 9 when The Downfall of Us All came out. That was so huge. They literally took over the fucking internet back then. Like, it was huge. But, I mean, you look at them now and they're arguably the biggest hardcore band in the world. I mean, you really call them hardcore, but you know what I mean, the biggest, like, scene band in the world right now. So, like, and, it's all because of things like Warped Tour for, exposing these bands to kids and a huge audience. So, like, I can't think of anything that has done more for rock music in the past 10 years than Warped Tour. So, like, I don't give a fuck what the lineup is. I have endless respect for it. So.
Yeah, so with the radio thing, like, I agree, like, we have some classic rock radio stations around here, like, a big one, I'm trying to think where it's at, I think it's out of Philly or something, it's WMMR, and, like, I don't mind if they play the same rock music over and over again, and, like, it's good, it's got Green Day and stuff, it plays a lot of Green Day, but
it's the light stuff, you know what I mean?
It's almost always Still Breathing, but sometimes American Idiot comes on. Oh my gosh, I was with my aunt in the car, and we were getting back into the truck, and she turned on the radio came on, and American Idiot was like, and I just like turned the volume all the way up. My aunt's just face palming, and like
Yeah.
she was so lucky that the windows were up because I was just like full out jam, and people in the parking lot were just staring at me like, what the heck? But like.
You gotta think though, like on like mainstream radio, like if you listen to like a pop station or something, like, they supposedly play everything, but they just play like top 40 hits and everything. Like the heaviest thing you've heard on a top 40 radio station in the past, I want to say 7 years, is that one 5 Seconds of Summer song, the one where it's
So
like, no, the she's kind of hot, though. That's like the heaviest thing I've heard on mainstream radio in years.
They play that
So,
on
like,
the radio.
Yeah, they play that on the pop stations all the time, at least where I'm from. But, like, that's just, like, a point of it. It's just, like, that's why, like, things like Warped Tour is so important to music now is because, like, people have become so sensitized to rock music and are just, like, practically afraid of it now and just, like, think it's just, like, fucking stupid. But, like, if it wasn't for things like Warped Tour, I mean, like, rock music died out completely. So,
It would be
I
sad.
have endless respect for it. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about it.
Dude, you know what else is really sad? That Colorblind's last show is coming up.
Oh yeah, we just played with it the other night.
I know. I'm so sad. Like, no!
Yeah. I don't really know them very well, but I played with them 2 or 3 times. I like them. They're really nice dudes.
I know a band that you're playing with in a few months, and yeah, I don't even think you know them. I'm not allowed
Who
to
is it?
say. It's one of those things where it hasn't been announced yet, but I know about it.
Oh, the big party? Yeah, I know about that, yeah. There's a theme for it,
Sure.
and we're dressing up as something, and I'm not gonna say what it is, but we're literally going to be so hype. Like, I am so overly confident about what we're doing. It's gonna be awesome.
You're already planning for this?
No, we already have the whole thing planned out. We already have our song planned out that because we do a cover for it too. And I know who I know all the bands we're playing with who you're talking about. I already know what their covers are. So.
Nice. You got all this information. You got this down.
Yeah. Well, we have a big group chat for the show, so.
You do? Seriously?
Yeah. Which I get a notification for like every 5 fucking minutes. I'll be at work and my phone will ring and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it's just them fucking sending beer emojis in the group chat.
Yeah. Okay, I don't think I ever told this story. I have a group chat with Kennedy and Mason, and a while back I had both of them on. I think this was when Mason first got me addicted to Too Close to Touch. And yeah, that was that, because that was February, because, yeah. And, I was like, hey Mason, I have to talk to you, after you record or something like that. Or no, I think I said I'm gonna talk to Kennedy, and Mason said something along the lines of, hey, don't tell him I'm your favorite member, that's just cruel.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, Mason.
I'm everyone's favorite member.
One time there was a whole thing on Twitter, it was basketball season, so Mason was completely oblivious to it, even though he was tagged in every tweet.
Oh, yeah, I am a miserable person
We
during
literally
basketball
broke
season.
the internet. We broke Twitter. Me and
I got
Kennedy.
so many notifications, but I was watching a game that day. I actually remember who they were playing. And I was so pissed off. I did not acknowledge any of what was being said in that Twitter thread. I was
You're
like
the
so mad. I was like, Anthony Davis, I was not listening to you guys at all.
No, me, Kennedy, Katie,
Yeah,
Macy,
you,
and even
Kennedy,
Mike
Katie,
was
Macy, yeah, I saw it.
Macy had to restart her router. My phone, me and Katie and Macy's phone would be vibrating 5 minutes after the notification. And
Oh my god.
there was a whole conversation, and it literally just started out. I know who it is, but I'm not gonna say. Someone tweeted
Yeah, I
something
know.
about Mason. I let it slip to Kennedy because I was video chatting Kennedy. And then Kennedy said it was about someone in the band, and then we all started saying that it was someone, and I think Mike was like, guys, we all know it's me. And then someone was like, no, it's Mason. And it became a whole thing. And then there
I
was a whole...
I said to Mike, I was like, no one would ever say anything nice about you. Are you crazy?
What's this whole thing with Mike's the most quiet person ever, and then I get on my, and then he comes on my show and he talks more than you? What is this?
Well, because we told him to talk. I don't know. Mike's selectively social. You know what I mean?
You guys are really mean to him. I felt bad.
Well, that day you had it coming.
Did he? What did he do?
I can't remember. Trust me, we were much meaner to like. You should see our group chat. Oh, it's the worst. We just rag on everybody. We're fucking horrible.
God, I'm really mean to Mason sometimes. You and Kyle, I'm really mean to, and it's never on video, but anybody that sees our conversations, it's like, no, it's okay, I promise, we're just teasing each other. I don't know who's meaner, me or Mason. We have some pretty harsh conversations.
Oh,
Sometimes.
I mean, the only thing is, I'm not mean. I'm evil. Like, I have no feelings. Well, that's not true.
That's
But
not
like,
true. I can easily prove you wrong. I have conversations.
I have a very low amount of remorse in my soul. So I'm probably a lot meaner.
Yeah. Not to mention, I don't think I have any... No, I don't have any blackmail on Mason, but Mason has a lot of blackmail on me that if he decided to release it, I would be so screwed.
That's because I'm smart. I don't tell anybody anything personal.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that, though, because you're nice. I don't think no matter how much I pissed you off, I don't think you would.
Oh my god, no, I would never do that. Only a true jackass would ever do that.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that would be bad. Very bad. Why is my room so warm? What the heck? Room, stop being warm. I say as if that will solve the problem.
There's this thing called an AC.
It's this thing called the AC's on, but my dad's home, so I can't turn it up like really cold. We do it when my dad's
AC is
home.
really expensive.
Yeah, that's true. Well, my dad doesn't like get too cold or too hot, I guess. I don't know.
Mhm.
Off topic, I found this band I think you'll like, and they're so cool, and I think you missed the Ohio show, and I was so tempted to message you about it, and I forgot.
What was it?
Echo Heart. They're so good, and I want to see them on Sunday, and I can't, and I'm really sad.
I don't know who that is.
Well, Obviously, that's why I'm telling you about them.
Oh, okay, my bad. You never know. I might know these people. I know a lot of band. I should send you the one band we're playing with in July. Wow, they are so good. They're this touring band called Pine, and they have a girl singer, and my God, they're so good. I'll send them to you.
Dude, Marina is the coolest girl ever. Oh my gosh, I had her on a few weeks ago, and she has so much energy. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
You and her need to be friends.
Yeah, we should be.
Okay.
Let me get 1 second. I'm gonna send you the link.
Okay. So, we had to talk about a whole bunch of private information about stuff that was coming up, and unfortunately, it can't be released yet, right, Mason? Right? Mason's just like about... Mason all of a sudden just got like really tired.
Important
and, like,
Safest Ledge stuff.
Yes, it was a lot of Safest Ledge stuff. We got so off track. And Mason had only like a few minutes, so we're just gonna like close this out. Mason will be back on again soon, and maybe one day he'll actually be able to do this all on his own, like for an episode. I have faith in him.
For sure.
Do you think?
Yeah,
do you
for
think
sure.
he'll do it? Yes, maybe.
Do I think I could do it? No, I'll probably screw it up somehow.
Alright, I'm gonna just end